In fitness, results come from applying the proper stimulus. If the weight is too light or the pace too slow, your body won't adapt. To get stronger, you need resistance. To build endurance, you need to sustain that effort under fatigue. So progress requires stress. Now, not random stress, but the right kind of load at the right time. And the same principle applies to spiritual growth, especially when it comes to patience. We sometimes treat patience like it's passive, like it's just waiting around, hoping things get easier. But patience isn't passive. It's the process of developing the character of God. And just like in the gym, that process requires load. Hebrews 10 reminds us that the early believers weren't praised for avoiding hardship. They were praised for enduring it. They held on to their faith in the face of insults and persecution and loss. They didn't grow patient in comfort. They grew patient under pressure. And that's how God builds patience in us, by applying the proper stimulus, not to break us, but to strengthen us. You see, you don't develop patience in ideal conditions. You don't. You build it when you're stuck in traffic. You build it when the healing doesn't come right away. You build it when the breakthrough is slower than expected. Those aren't just inconveniences. They're actually spiritual workouts. They're the load that forces you to dig deeper, lean harder into God, and stay rooted in His promises when your emotions just want to erupt. And let's be honest, most of us, including me, we don't like that kind of training. We'd rather skip that long line. We'd rather fast forward through the waiting season. We'd rather lift something lighter, but light loads don't build real strength. So if you want to develop patience, you got to let God place you under the weight of something that takes time. And that might mean staying faithful in a season that feels fruitless. It might mean staying quiet when you really want to prove your point. It might mean continuing to pray when it feels like nothing is changing. That's where patience is formed. That's where you learn to hold your ground. That's where you stay connected to God, even when you're not seeing the results yet. It's time under tension, and it matters. So when life feels heavy, don't panic. Don't assume the load is a sign that something's wrong. Remember, the load isn't the obstacle, it's the opportunity. So let it do its work, because when it comes to building patience, you don't grow in spite of the resistance, you grow because of it. So embrace the load and trust that God is using it as the proper stimulus, not just for your patience, but for your transformation. Hey, if this gave you something to think about today, take it with you this week. Where is God asking you to stay under the weight? And if you're training for growth, both body and soul, make sure you subscribe and turn on those notifications. We're building something deeper here. Let's keep showing up together.